New Zealand uses a risk-based approach that emphasises safety and accountability for all gas fitting work. An important part of this approach is making sure all gas fitting work is appropriately certified. Certification benefits both you and the customer. Certification provides a record that the gas fitting work you've completed is both compliant and safe. Once you complete your work, you must provide a signed copy of required certification to the customer and retain a copy for your own records for 7 years. You must be able to provide your certification to the customer and appropriate authorities, for example, a local council if required.
So what I like to do is complete that gas certificate while I'm still on site. That way I know I'm not going to miss anything.
Only gas fitters authorised by the board can certify gas fitting work. Customers may ask to see your authorisation card to make sure the card is current and that you're authorised to do the work. If you're a gas fitter who's licensed to do the work but can't certify it, the customer might check the back of your authorisation card for the name of the person who is responsible for certifying your work. The board's supervision policy includes information relating to testing gas fitting work. You should be familiar with this policy, which is available on the board's website. Certification requirements are based on a work's risk category.
All gas fitting needs certification of some kind, even maintenance, like replacing a thermocouple.
All gas fitting work requires at least the completion of a Gas Safety Certificate, or GSC. Work assessed as high risk or general risk must also have a Certificate of Compliance, or COC. Certificate templates are available on Energy Safety's website, or you can create your own certificates, as long as you include all required information under the regs. Energy Safety has developed checklists to help you design your own certificates. You can also include other relevant information on your certificates, such as pipe size diagrams or as-built plans. Both GSCs and COCs require an authentication mark. If you're creating your own certificate, you'll need to add an authentication mark, which can be downloaded from Energy Safety's website. You'll need to complete a GSC for all gas fitting. A GSC confirms that an installation is safely connected for the continuous supply of gas. A GSC must be issued as soon as practical, within 20 days. For general and high-risk work, you must complete a COC. For low-risk work, a COC is optional. A COC needs to include the details of the certifying gas fitter who's responsible for verifying the work is compliant and can safely be connected to a gas supply. For high-risk gas fitting, information about the installation must also be entered on the Electricity and Gas High-Risk database within 20 days of the certificate being issued. Either the certifying gas fitter or a registered delegated person can enter the information on the database. If more than one gas fitter is contracted independently to work on a project, each must assess the risk category of the work they're doing separately.
So for the general gas fitting that I did, I'm going to complete a COC.
I'm going to have to complete a COC for the work I did as well, and a GSC because I connected the gas supply. Because it's high risk, I'm going to have to enter it onto the high risk database.
You can combine COCs and GSCs for an installation. If certification is combined, information doesn't have to be repeated on the same document, and the authentication mark only needs to appear once. Combined certificates are available on Energy Safety's website. The installation standard provides additional information. Manufacturer's instructions or certified designs may be required before work can be certified. This type of documentation must be used when work is outside the scope of the installation standard. In this case, such documentation may provide evidence of a credible alternative solution. You must use NZS 5255 when the installation has been disconnected from a gas supply for over 6 months. NZS 5255 can also be used for safety verification on existing installations where no documentation is available.
Certification can be a hassle, but it's important. It's a legal requirement and we have to do it.
And it provides a level of protection for the customer.
Visit the Energy Safety website for certificate templates and checklists, the authentication mark, and to access the high-risk database. The board has a number of resources available to help gas fitters. If you hold a current authorization from the board, you have free-to-view access to a suite of standards through your login on the board's website. You can purchase related standards through the standards website.